find the treasure, they want to find it now. They are K-Pro and they are Cow. They're going over it and over it and over it again. This treasure hunt created by Forrest Fenn. Sing it! K-Pro, Cow, pow, wow.
Hey, everybody. That was me. As you can see, we're having some issues today, everybody. So today is going to be all about, one, an apology, and two, what you shouldn't do in treasure hunting. The very first thing you shouldn't do is wear a green screen. I mean, wear a green T-shirt when you have a green screen, as you can see. So let's do this, I guess. Let's put this on so I don't look like was it Gazoo? Who was just the head in Flintstones? Was that Gazoo? K-Pro, you remember what I'm talking about? No, I thought he was a floating Martian, but there was just a head that floated. I can't remember. All right, so let's do that. Let's zip this bad boy up. All right.
Okay, I have some. I'm not going to say breaking news because we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah,
Sturmworm is in the house.
Sturmworm. Why does that sound familiar?
Sturmworm was the very last scrapbook that Forrest did was about a family member of Sturmworm's. He's like an old friend. We haven't seen him in forever.
Well, welcome back. Did Mr. Posey's hunt bring you back or what? So there we go. I'm back, everybody. And this is the Rumbaugh Creek. Those of you who know, you know. And yeah, I think the very first thing we have to say, K-Pro, is what? What do we have to say?
Well, first, let's catch everyone up. So late last night, Mike had someone message him that they found a secret cipher code, magic, brilliant, something or other in the ebook. I pressed Mike to go live with it. He wouldn't even tell me it. And I was like, okay. So he had to drop the boys off and we told everybody we were going live with huge breaking news. Now, for those of you that haven't been around for more than just this last year, I will give a little bit of context. We thought we had figured out after Jack had found it that it was at this famous DeLacy Creek, boots on the ground. And we went live and said, breaking news, confirmed location, and put like 15 exclamation marks. The pitchforks were out for us because many said, when you guys go live, it's different than just anyone else. And you said confirmed, and it was false hope. The guy gave us wrong information. He was a turd. That's why we call him turd. We love you now, non-turd. Because we're all good at this point. But at the time, it really upset people. So we always said after that, we've learned our lesson and we're going to verify things before we go live. But Mike didn't.
It looked legit as when I read it. But here's the deal. I've been talking to the guy that posted it on Reddit, and he still believes it's true. He's like, no, it's there. I found it. And I'm like, you use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is just wrong. ChatGPT is good for coding. It's good for some hard facts to search on the internet. It's horrible for treasure hunting. It's horrible to say, take the first letter of every sentence and do this and do that. It just gives you the wrong information. So, but as we say this,
Goonies never say die.
we don't give up. We just say sorry, everybody. We're giving you the apology. Sorry that we, and that's why I did delete the video. So don't try and find it. I deleted it because like K-Pro was right. She's like, why would somebody watch for 45 minutes and then realize, it wasn't legit. Like,
or they'll watch for the first 5 minutes and then they'll believe it. And then this poem will go around again and again and again when it's not true.
I don't think people care as much as you might think. It was a fun chat. It was a fun chat. I know it's like,
I called him a troll. I almost called him a troll. So I am sorry. Okay. We're over it. We have some news. And yes, if you guys had heard, I was on the phone with Justin Posey in the last couple of days. It was a weird story. I'm going to tell you about it. But yeah, I haven't talked to him on the phone in at least a year. So, and I very rarely email him. We very rarely communicate. It's a weird story. I'm going to tell you that story. You've probably seen.
Can you say where they were now or no?
I'm going to because
okay,
I think the party's over. So I will talk about that. We do have some people that have assured us they have found the checkpoint. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, Justin has some pictures with Cynthia. We're going to talk about that. Justin's truck has been spotted. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk what the hell happened to Thor. And then there is a little interview that we did. We are going to go over that. And then I'm going to do what Mike does to me. I'm not going to tell him. And there's something that we're going to be doing. And I'm going to present it to you guys here and see what you think. And if you don't think it's a good idea, then you guys get a vote. But otherwise, it's going to be Mike's doing something whether he knows it or not.
Okay. Well, first off, the great U.S. treasure hunt, everybody. You guys know Dave. Neither ChatGPT nor Grok could even solve that screwy, ballyhooey Hollywood puzzle with hints, and that's as easy as a puzzle can get. If you guys don't know, the great U.S. treasure hunt did 11 hunts in 11 states for $1,000 each, $11,000, and we are eagerly anticipating their next hunt. But the great U.S. treasure hunt just reminded me we do have a Bitcoin wallet involved with the Beyond the Maps Edge, and something that we will do on every show is we are going to check the balance to see if it is increased or not. I don't know. So I'm going to go right now to the website.
Can we have Dave try it again on 4 different Bitcoin wallets? If you guys don't know, Mike kept giving Dave the wrong Bitcoin wallet, and he donated to 3 different wallets. We appreciate your persistence.
Okay, here we go. If you don't know, if you go to treasure.quest, frequently asked questions, go down to the treasure. I heard there's a Bitcoin wallet. How much is in it? And you click this. I actually opened it. You click this, and this is how much is in the wallet. The eventual finder will win, and it's at $92. And obviously, there's been a deposit because we know Bitcoin has not gone up in the last week or so. Everything's kind of tanked, but that's another video, another discussion. We're up to $92 in the Bitcoin wallet, and this shows, I think this shows who deposited what. So $56 was deposited on yesterday. $56 was deposited yesterday. I'm assuming that's from Justin from book sales, but I don't know if there's any way to confirm that by looking at this. Anybody can donate to this wallet if you just want to donate to the eventual finder and give them that incentive to contact the steward within 30 days. But anyway, that is Justin's Bitcoin wallet, everybody.
Wait, so just so I'm clear, because I'm really ignorant on this, I do not invest in Bitcoin. And you guys can laugh at me, and that's fine. So as Bitcoin goes up and down, when it's like worth 90,000 for one Bitcoin, this will fluctuate like that?
That is correct. So actually, I could check this again in 10 minutes, and it's probably fluctuated. It should be a real-time accounting of the price of Bitcoin. Should be. So right now it's 9. Well, let's do that. Let's do it as a test. At the end of the
Mike,
show.
can you put the Discord link? Someone's asking for it in our Discord, because I know there's a bunch of people already talking speakeasy early. They may want to hear what's going on right now. But we have more breaking news for you later.
Just so everybody's clear, all our social media links are in the description of every video. There's 4 of them. There's the Cowlazars Grand Adventure Discord. There's the Cowlazars Grand Adventure Facebook group, which is private. There is hintofriches.com, and now there is unchartedcollectibles.com. If you don't know what Uncharted Collectibles is, go check it out. But yes, I will put the link to Discord.
Did you mention Thor?
I did. Hintofriches.com. I did.
Hint of Riches, Facebook, Thor, YouTube, Uncharted Collectibles.
They're watching us on YouTube. Yeah, but yeah.
Well,
all right.
So hit the thumbs up and hit the like button and hit the little bell that goes ding. So then you will get an announcement when we, like a lot of you didn't know that we went live. We try to put it in Discord. That's kind of become our hub. But you never know. You never know. You never know.
So right there in the chat is our link to our Discord. I think we have, is it 3,000 people? I don't know. It just keeps going up every day. I have no idea.
4 or 5, I don't know. Yeah.
A lot of people are posting. Their ideas, especially on the checkpoint. Chad Bird with the $20 super chat. Thank you, Chad. I was just telling K-Pro, me and you've been going back and forth. Yeah, Rumbaugh Creek. Anybody? Forest Fen searchers recognize Rumbaugh Creek? All right. I believe that's not Fen Rock right there, is it, K-Pro? I thought this was Rumbaugh, but I could be wrong.
As you say, if it's Fen Rock, no. That's where we put a searcher coin. And remember, somebody went and got it.
Yeah. Thank you, Chad Bird. We appreciate all the support you've done over the shows. So super chat's on, just like Chad Bird. If you have a question that you just have to make K-Pro answer, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Okay. 3D bronze. I believe the package is supposed to be here tomorrow, K-Pro, but we'll see. And yes, I will leave you the mail key, K-Pro. Anybody else only have one mail key in their house?
Okay, and those of you that only have one mail key, when you have a husband that actually goes to work every day, does your husband take the key with him so you can't get in the mailbox because he needs that? He needs to be able to get the mail. And you ask him when you know you have something important coming. Oh, we have so many books now. We have to give one away. Oh, I have an idea for that. Never mind.
No,
Never mind.
I need that book. We can't give it away. So I'm going to leave one at work and then leave one at home. I need 2 books in 2 places.
No, don't be greedy. Greedy and selfish. You're golden greedy.
I didn't get married so you could just order me around.
Beavis and Butthead, everybody. Come on. If that's not where I saw that today randomly, and I thought I got to play that on the show. Just kidding.
Okay. And someone just said, thanks for making a Rooster channel on Discord. We actually have more than one. We do have someone that believes they have the exact spot. They can't say what it is. So back in the day, we called them roosters because they like to cockle-doodle-doo and say, and they really said nothing. So in our Discord, there's 2 main channels, which is Treasure Inside and Justin's Hunt, Beyond Map's Edge. There is I'm sharing my solve humbly. That means you're actually going to put some content to it and you're more just saying, here's what I thought it was. Maybe you're stepping out, maybe you're moving on, whatever. And then there's a Rooster channel. The Roosters are the ones that say nothing other than I'm smarter than you. I know where it is. I'm done. Neener, neener, Billy Goat. So the Neener, neener, Billy Goat Rooster channel is where you go and keep it light in there, guys, but they're allowed to be, it's almost like a off-topic, ridiculous, stupid, you don't even need to go into channel. So able to give a recap of known knowns. What state is it in? I have to start a solve. Okay, Stormworm, are you talking about Justin's Hunt? That's what everyone's talking about right now. But I was talking to a searcher today, and I couldn't figure out his solve. And he's like, oh, I'm talking about TTI. And I was like, that explains it. So there is a really cool addition in TTI. Mike, we got to bring up the word search eventually. So I have a couple of other things to say. Neener, Billy Goat. The word search for TTI. I have breaking news.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's go in order. Let's go in order, though. Justin has put out some information. He tweeted out today. I think he's updated his website. There is an app, like an app in the App Store that says Beyond the Map's Edge. It has the logo. It is not associated with Justin. It will steal all your money and make your wife leave you. Do not download it. I don't know what it does, but he's just saying it's not him. There are also people selling books that look exactly like Justin's. You open it up and it's a 20-page unauthorized memoir. It's like Justin's life story of like where he was born, whatever. And people are buying it. It is not Justin's book. The only place you should go when you're buying a book, Justin's book, go to treasure.quest and use one of those links. That way you know what you're buying is real. Okay, Mike, any comments to that?
Yeah, I was just going to show everybody right here. Treasure.quest. Again, is this the actual location of the treasure? Probably not. But if you go down, who doesn't want to be Indiana Jones? If you go all the way down, there's a picture of the treasure. And if you go all the way, there's the poem. And if you go all the way down, that is where you can order your book, everybody. The ebook and the hardcover. 2 options, and that's it. Justin is not selling anything else. He's not selling a map. He's not selling. Now, the book is on Amazon, but you really should order it here because the majority, more of the percentage from the sales will go to the Bitcoin wallet from here than it does on Amazon. So I would suggest you get the ebook and you get the hardcover. And astute, I don't know if you knew this, K-Pro, but astute readers may notice subtle differences between the ebook and the hardcover. Those differences are intentional. So he wants you to buy both. We don't know exactly what that means yet. I have not done a deep dive on the hardcover
I do.
book yet. Well, then maybe K-Pro will tell us someday. All right.
No, because Mike, that means I'd have to interrupt you. And so why make a PowerPoint that would just interrupt you?
So do you guys see what happens? You guys complain to her sometimes and she takes it to heart. She doesn't let stuff just roll off her back. And then I have to hear about it all week. So you gotta kind of be gentle with K-Pro. I don't know if gentle's the right word, but nice, be nice. I don't know. So here.
Michael, it's totally your fault.
How is it my fault? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Hang on. Breaking news. If you go back to the Bitcoin wallet, it is now $92.16. That's right. It's gone up 1 penny. So that shows you it is a real-time update, probably about every 5 minutes or so. Okay, go ahead, K-Pro. What are we talking about?
You have a super chat. Go to that because I don't want to interrupt you.
I did not say you interrupted me. Somebody else told you that, and now you got pissed off about it. So I don't know what to tell you. 3D Bronze, 3dbronze.com, everybody. And I think we do have to do an opening of the, since you're going to have the mail key, you're probably going to get it before I get home from work. Make sure you record it. we need to do an opening of the treasure chest. That
I'm not touching that box. No, thank you.
All right. 15 minutes left to own the real bronze Forrest Fenn inspired chest and piece of treasure hunt history with Jack Stoof autograph. Okay, so that's on eBay. If you guys don't know, 3D Bronze put up, let me look it up, 3D Bronze. I'll show it. But you're asking a pretty penny from what I remember. So no takers on that, huh? Son of a. All right, go ahead, K-Pro. What do you got?
So here's what's happened, guys. And I'm just going to say it like it is. And I'm fine going back to just chit-chatting. Here's what happens. I spend anywhere from 3, 4, 5, 6 hours preparing for a show. I actually do the work to analyze because Mike has said, I don't do any of that. He doesn't prepare. He just gets on. What I ask him to do is when I have done an analysis, can we talk a few minutes before the show of how I have this organized? Most of the time I put a PowerPoint together. I didn't have enough time on the last show, which was the comparison of Justin in our video and what Justin said on the website. Mike goes on live, and what does he say? He says, there are no differences. And I go, okay, then maybe we just stop. I knew there were because someone actually puts in the time and work. So then Mike wanted to go based on the website, which I didn't have it ordered in that way since he didn't do any of the work and analysis. I said to him, stop, I need it to be done this way or my notes won't work. And then I get frustrated because he wants to drive the ship, but he doesn't know what is on the ship. So then I get a little frustrated. When I get a little frustrated, I'm not shy. I'm going to say it. And then all of you stick up for him. Fine, I won't do. I've done analysis of the differences between the ebook and the book. I was going to put it in a PowerPoint, but stinker Billy Goats, you don't get it anymore. And Mike, I'm not even sharing with you.
That's where I grew up. And that's where I'm going to be.
But once you said, hey, we need to do it my way on that show, we did it your way. I didn't argue with you and say, oh, no, we're doing it my way. I didn't cut you off. I didn't mute you. I didn't do any of that stuff. So, yeah, how long have we been married, K-Pro? Maybe about 4 years.
We were just asked that. We were just asked that on an interview.
We don't know exactly, which is kind of weird. But that's
no, we had 100 searchers there. They could tell us.
Okay.
I don't know, 4 years, 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
4, somewhere around 4. So you guys, if you go to eBay and type in 3D Bronze space Forrest Fenn, this is a replica of the Forrest Fenn chest. Pretty awesome. 3D Bronze created this. He's got one of the only 3 items. Is it 3D Bronze signed by Jack Stoof? He's got 16 grand. Maybe he'll take it. You guys can always make him an offer if you want it. It ends in 14 minutes. Wouldn't it be awesome for somebody to buy this and then re-hide the treasure? Do a big treasure hunt like Justin's or JCB's and use that, actually put it out there like Forrest Fenn did. I mean, if somebody has the means to do that.
That would be cool. Oh, look what Bennett says. Look what Bennett says.
Happy wife, happy life. I'm trying. I bought her a brand new spa, guys. I don't know what else to do.
Mike, stop saying that.
But it's true. What do you mean stop saying it? It's for us.
You bought it with half of my money.
That's because you donated. I was buying it anyway, and then you were nice enough to say I'll pay half. But anyway, that'll be a video we'll make once we get it. Anyway, one of those above ground spas. Anyway, yeah, I know, Bennett. I know. All right. Mike is a saint, Duke says. See, now that you let them know it bothers you, you're usually going to get a lot of it. Okay, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
like the soundboard. How often do you play that damn sound? I bought him that. Okay. I do have some information about some of the stuff we're talking about, but I want to get through the hard-hitting content first. So we talked about the book and the ebook, buy it on Justin's site. Okay, that's the first one. We talked about the code, heard around the world because of Mike. Checkpoints. Mike, everybody's now finding checkpoints. Isn't that amazing? Confirmed.
Well, guess what?
You don't have to be a genius to solve the clues.
I think that applies to Justin's treasure hunt too, but the problem is not everybody can be right because I think everybody who solved the checkpoint has got a different checkpoint or a different location, right? So I'm still stuck on a starting location. Again, I don't know if the checkpoint is boots on the ground or you figure it out from home. And if it is boots on the ground, well, then how do you get a starting location to go boots on the ground to find the checkpoint? So I'm still lost in and I haven't had time to really sit down and check it out yet. AMS, what's going on? Yeah, we love you too. We love everybody, even K-Pro when she gets upset. She loves me especially. I know she does. She can't really stay mad at me long. So, okay. She can pretend like she is, but she doesn't. Okay, so what are some of these checkpoints? Are people actually sharing K-Pro what they are, or are they just
No, it's you'll 100% know, and it's for sure. Like one person did tell me that they saw at a kiosk there was something that they thought was really important, and I'm like, well, how does that verify it for you, and how did he get verification back? Like, yeah, so I think just like someone saying I have the perfect salt, I have the checkpoint. That's the new way. I would like to know a little bit more about the checkpoint so we would know what to look out for, but also I'm okay if Justin never speaks to any of you again. I talked to him on the phone. You guys didn't.
Yeah, so where was he? What's the breaking news? You talked to Justin on the phone. Who was with him and where was he? Spill it.
Okay, so and I've known this just for a couple of days, but I was asked not to say anything because they were worried about little stinker butts. So Netflix did not sponsor a screening. Nomatica and Vox sponsored they rented out a movie theater and had the main couple of searchers there. I knew Lou was there. I know Cynthia was there. I know Justin was there. And then it's really a thank you to the whole crew. The camera crew was there. The editing crew was there. All of that. It was up in Seattle area. They're based out of Washington. So they all headed up there and they had a nice little party. But you don't just check in for a little bit. So Cynthia sent me I was asking Cynthia questions because we were in Speakeasy trying to figure out when Justin hid the treasure. We knew his tibia had been broken in May. So it had to be after May. And Mike happened to bump into Justin at the World Series of Poker that year.
Weird coincidence. He was there. Yeah, it's a weird coincidence. I went up and shook his hand and said, hey, what's going on? Little did I know about this $1 million treasure hunt he's doing at the time.
So there was a guy in our Discord that said, I was going through Google Street View and I found Justin's picture in June of 2020 up in Wyoming. So I text that to Cynthia. She calls me and is like, why are you asking me these questions? And I said, because this guy said this. And she goes, well, here, let me just give him the phone. And I'm like, no. Like, and he's like, what?
You should have.
I don't know. And we're going to talk about that in a second. So all I said was, this is what the guy said. And he goes, I can assure you my truck was not in Wyoming in June. I think it was June 23rd, 2023. He's like,
live audio from Justin.
I wish you weren't a liar.
Yeah, to that person. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
And maybe or whatever. And then he's like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, we're trying to figure out like when you hit it. And he's like, good luck with that. That's what he said to say to everybody. And then they took a picture, and that picture that I showed last night was the picture of Cynthia and Justin. They were out on a dock somewhere, I'm sure having margaritas or drinks or whatever they do.
Well, we deleted the video so nobody can see that picture. But once again, K-Pro gets hints from the creator, just like Forrest. and then Justin said,
I can make that much money in 5 seconds.
all right. Just giving K-Pro a hard time. That's what part of the show is, K-Pro. I don't think you realize that. You bring the information and the data. I give my opinion on it, and then I give you a hard time. All right. Bring it in closer. There it is. Justin and Cynthia. So the treasure is by a marina, apparently. Uh-oh. Your video went off, K-Pro. What happened?
What the hell?
What happened? Justin apparently hacked the show. He doesn't want K-Pro to show that video. Chad Bird with the $10 super chat. Technical starting point is 7 Mile Bridge.
What just happened? Excuse me?
Well, there should be a button. Did you accidentally hit the...
I didn't touch anything.
Well, turn it off and turn it back on. Go to the bottom. Under video. Ooh, it's like your webcam went out or something. That's weird. So when you turn it on, okay, leave the StreamYard and come back in. You should be able to use the same link. That's weird. All right, everybody. It's now the Cowlazer show. Now we can actually get down to it, can't we? Thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to K-Pro there. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. Justin and Cynthia went to Washington State for, there we go. You said Nomatica did this viewing or whatever of the Netflix doc?
Yeah, I just heard Netflix wouldn't pay for it. So
yeah, so it wasn't Netflix related, but can you say if Lou B and the Hearst, were they all there? Was everybody there?
Lou B has messaged me. I talked to Justin and I've emailed with or text with Cynthia. That's all I know. I haven't talked to them, so I don't know.
Yeah. Lou B, you got an open invite. Come on the show, man. We want to talk to you about that snake that bit you in the face. We want to talk to you about your son that could have been could have cared less about the treasure hunt, which I thought was hilarious, which was great. And yeah, Cynthia, I hope you come on the show eventually. Justin's been on the show. Lou B, even the Hearst family. And can we say what I put in the mail, or are we not saying that, April?
I said it, and I shouldn't have. I'll just say, let's just say it this way. Golden Greed, my daughter watched and thought the Hearsts were so, she felt for their story, and she asked if we could send them a little care package. And she wrote a little note inside, and we sent them a little care package. When they get it, if they want to share, they can. But I thought it was very sweet of her, so I said sure, and I may have thrown in a little extra something in it.
Threw in a lot of stuff. I was like, "What's all this?" Oh, we're giving to her. Oh, I can't. No. I didn't know it was a secret.
I'll just say there's
I'll
just say there's something for everyone, and especially the sweet sister. We made sure there's some girly things in there too.
Oh, I missed it. He said Lou B was in the speakeasy the other night. He answered all our questions. I must have missed that one. All right. But Lou's a good guy. We've known Lou for a long, long time. Years ago. He used to be in the chat and join the Zooms years ago.
Well, the funny part is Justin's truck that you guys see on Netflix was sold to one of the people on the Vox team, one of the cameramen. The truck, I've been getting more pictures of the truck than anything. So
the Beast, the one that was in Netflix with the topo map on it. This guy has it, so he has all the hints. What? Well, that tells me it can't be.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So some people are like, wait, this is really wrong. Justin is hanging out with a searcher. That's secret hints. This is Forrest all over again, etc. So here's the hard part. Is Justin now supposed to just remove everyone from his life that is search related? Like he can never talk to Mike about something stupid like Bitcoin or whatever coding crap that you guys have talked about for years? Is he not allowed to talk to Cynthia that he's known for years just about, hey, we were in Netflix and we're at a party together? Does he have to remove people out of his life if they become searchers?
You don't have to become a recluse because you did a treasure hunt. You can go have some beers. You can come out to Vegas for the World Series of Poker and have dinner with me and K-Pro. You just can't give any hints. But you also can't joke around where some people think you're actually giving them a hint. You got to be careful what you say. But definitely come. I hope he's the keynote speaker at the Seeking Treasure Con next year. And that one will be interesting. And that one we would televise live for everybody. But yeah, no, I don't think you have to be. You can never talk to anybody again and stuff like that. I hope he does book signings. Things like that. So.
Okay, as we continue to talk, I need you to bring up the word search.
But first, let's talk about Hint of Riches. Do you want to? Yeah. So thanks for
you guys are all emailing me and you need to stop. I knew it was a hot mess, but it's Mike's hot mess. So I have nothing to do with it other than when I can actually figure out how to get into it and get through all the Chinese that's up there, I will post, but that's not my thing anymore. It ran well when it was my thing.
I took down Thor, which was kind of a mess, the old one, and it was all old Forrest Fenn posts. And then I recreated it just for you.
That was just for you, baby.
All of the searchers, we recreated it. It's a phoenix rising from the ashes. I'm about to show it to you right now, but it's different. It looks different. And a lot of people are like, that's not the Thor I remember. That's not K-Pro's Thor. That's right.
Yeah, Chris Hurst messaged me and said, I can't figure this out. And I said, yeah, you got to contact Mike.
I just showed the wrong screen. Hang on. Boom. Yeah, and I'm going to show you right now. It really is a lot more simpler than it looks. This is the new deluxe version. And again, it's hintofriches.com, everybody. Hintofriches.com. Unfortunately, when you go there, you may get an error sometimes. But if you do, just type out Hint of Riches again. It'll come up. So again, we repurposed this for Netflix Golden Greed, and this is for discussion. A lot of people think this is easier than Discord. Discord, we have so many members, you've got to scroll back for hours and hours to read something. Here, when you make a post, it's there, it stays there, and there's only about 100 people, 100 users on here right now, so it's there right up front. So Netflix Golden Greed, episode 1, 2, 3. Beyond the Map's Edge, you can talk about the book, the website, the Netflix clues, the poem, the treasure. And we even have Forrest Fenn discussion for those of you that still want to say, no, Jack didn't find it, and it really wasn't at 9 Mile Hole. But I know a lot of people like, how do you do this? So the first thing you do is you go up here and there's going to be a register button. Actually, join the discussion right here. Join the discussion. You create a username, create a password. It's absolutely free. You get an email, and that is how you set your passwords. You do have to give your email address. If you don't like how this looks, just simply go right here, Hint of Riches Forum. I have dark mode enabled, but this looks a little bit more like the old Hint of Riches. These are just the posts, okay? This is the most recent post. You can see Golden Greed. It doesn't matter what's true. The interview to watch with Justin Posey. I put the link there for that. And then here, there are the different topics. General discussion, episode 1, episode 2. So people are slowly getting to hintofriches.com and slowly starting to post. And we think it'll get bigger and bigger as time goes on. If you think you know what the checkpoint is and you want to share it, or you want to get discussion, go to hintofriches.com and post it. And you might get shot down that people think it's horrible, or you might get somebody that goes, holy cow, that actually makes sense. So hintofriches.com, it's there as a tool for you to use. It's like a shovel in your backpack. Use it if you want to. I'm done. That's all I got to say.
I just didn't want to interrupt you. So I was going to say, the nice part about a forum is exactly what Mike says. It's not scroll backable. It's based on topics. So I think it's actually better to be able to reference back. So some of my research data points, now that I'm never doing PowerPoints again and not analyzing any data on this channel, that's where I'll probably put that.
Well, I think that might be a little bit easier, because if you're like, I posted under Netflix Golden Greed episode 1, when you go there, you don't have to search for it. It's right there anyway, but it's preference. I get it. It's preference, everybody. Okay. What else, bro? That's
Somebody asked, Colton, I think, asked, why is Salem not on the map? So let's check out the errata page, because it already was updated about why Salem wasn't on the map. He says it's unintentional. There was a map designer, but let's see if there's any other updates, because he is so great to us. He puts on the upper right-hand corner when there's been updates. So let's see when the update is there, Mike. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Thanks, K-Pro. I didn't want to interrupt you. So he took the errata menu off the top of treasure.quest, and now it's under frequently asked questions. You go down here to resources, and it says, I found a mistake in my book. Is it intentional? And he says, check the errata page. And this is the only way to get to it that I know of, this link right here. So I found a mistake in the book. Is it intentional? Let's see if he's updated it. Last updated April 4th. And he's like, the cable conundrum, paragraph 10. That's interesting. He doesn't give page number. He says paragraph 10 and it's not a chapter, is it? It's a, what does he call it? Not an episode.
I think it's a story.
A story. Yeah. He was diffusing, should be like he was diffusing. So people are pointing things out. And what did you want me to look up, K-Pro? The map?
Yeah. He says something about the map, how it's called out. It's unintentional error. Go ahead.
It says, I chose the landmarks to be labeled, but the map was designed by a third party. Any incorrectly named locations or incorrect elevations are not intentional. Thank you to Doug Heidick, who's probably in the chat, William Hayes, and Diane Court for first catching this. And also, the capital city of Oregon, Salem, is missing. Thank you to Scott Chaley. So that's breaking news. If you didn't know, those are unintentional, people. Don't go down that rabbit hole.
Here is something that Froggy said in the chat the other night. He's like, or maybe it was up on his, I'm not sure where, but I think it was him that said it. He said, well, now I'm going to rule out Oregon, because you would think he is going to double check the part of the map before it goes to print that his actual book or his actual treasure is in. He's ruling out Oregon.
Is that right? Ruling it out.
Okay. Jason Tate says, email me if you want the link fixed. It's a DNS configuration issue, Mike. I was going to tell you that.
No, Jason, email me, because people have told me I have to go into the cPanel and define www. I just don't know exactly how to do it. So email me if you would, and I'm happy. We will get on a Zoom, and I will actually make all the changes. You just tell me how to do it or whatever. But yes, if you would email me, I would appreciate it for sure.
Okay, so Sturworm is asking us a question that we actually answered on a video. So here is something I haven't told Mike, but he's going to bring up the word search first, and then I'm going to tell.
I had to interrupt you. First, we have a quick super chat from Benny Baum with $1.99. Meters on Poem are different from iPhone, Droid, and computer. When he says meters, what do you think he means? Do you mean not the cadence? The stanza is different? Meters. What do you mean by meters, Benny? And thank you for the super chat. Okay, go, Caper.
Sturmern says, are we on the same team or on different solves? So we rarely talk and overlap on our solves. Cynthia, myself, and Mike on Past and Future, if it's in Tahoe, are teamed up. Other than that, we are not teamed up for anything else. Mike is working on Forest Fenbox. I might be going boots on the ground for the Appalachian Trail. There's some breaking news. And then we're both working on, but haven't discussed at all. Mike discusses more with my daughter than me because we just see the world different. He doesn't like me, and that's how it's going to be. Okay, so let's go to. I was going to do differences of ebook, but that's analysis. So let's not do that. Can we say word search? Can we bring up the word search?
Like a blank one, or
Sure.
I mean, it's been so long. Let me blow the dust off my notes. It's been a while. All right, the word search blank.
Your notes. You have notes on the word search.
I did all the notes when we were live on the word search. If you remember, the Zoom we did for like 3 hours or whatever. All right, whatever. Hang on. View. Let me make this a little smaller so people can read it. Zoom. All right, so it doesn't look pretty, but this is the word search. Now, again, we're talking about John Collins Black. There's treasure inside. This is the word search in the past and future box. Go, K-Pro.
Can you highlight the middle O's? And
Oodles and oodles of O's, you know. Okay, good.
This is compliments of beeves.
Is there a hidden code using base 64?
Probably Shashank Redemption. Yep. Okay. Where is it? God, can you make that smaller, please? Okay. The top of the O, go over WES, highlight that S. And then go up 3 and highlight all 4 of those.
What letters? O.
SOLO.
Oh, okay. Solo? Han
Yeah.
Solo? Okay. Yeah, so there's a word.
Now, go the same O, go 3 over, and HANS, highlight it.
It is Han Solo. I guessed it. That's actually pretty cool because it's a Star Wars reference from when he was a kid, right? That's pretty cool. What else? Is there more or no?
That's it. It's in order. There is a Han Solo rock climb in the right next to the area we were talking about where we did all that analysis of the rock climbing.
Let's go. What are we waiting for? Let's get in Darth Vader.
There is 48 inches of snow at this location.
Oh, we got to be the first ones out there, don't we? Now here, there's a lot of things you can find in this word search, people, but this is the top of the O, which is obviously intentional cross. 1, 2, 3 and up. 1, 2, 3 and up. That's intentional. That's a pattern. I don't know how I never caught it, but yeah, that's awesome. So that just, again, goes back to the pop culture references. I don't think, does he talk about Star Wars in the chapter at all? I don't think he does, but.
You know what's funny is Beeves like stepped away for at least a month. And then he comes in and he drops that. Like, Beeves, come on. We used to talk in the middle of the night. We went over the notches. Oh, this is funny. Beeves and I went over the notches that like Jenny put out a few days ago about there's notches from Ready Player One and all that. And Beeves and I worked on that like the first week it came out and put it all up on Discord. But this is what I mean. Discord loses stuff. It comes out 3 months later as breaking news and it's really 3 months old. Do you see?
Breaking news. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that one. Especially if it's, well, I don't even want to talk about where we're going to go search. So we'll save that for the boots on the ground video we'll upload when we get back, right? Yeah, what do you mean?
You're talking about?
What's that?
Do you mean you're thinking about going to Tahoe?
Maybe. Oh, there is a Reno with a casino there. So yeah, I'm going to do 2 things.
Oh, I just got a comp. Right.
Well, that makes it a little bit easier. I think we should fly though instead of drive. But anyway, that's
I just got a comp to fly.
Oh, nice.
And they'll pick me up in I haven't spent that much money there. No,
for
not.
2?
Well, Sam.
You know it's for 2.
Cynthia, Sam. Then I got to rank.
Cynthia can drive and meet us there. Okay. But that'll be, what do you think, May or earlier?
Oh no, I think it's going to be June. They just got a huge storm this last week. 40 inches hit the area. So.
Well, then maybe not, because you know where I'm going in June. So maybe I won't be able to go. But anyway, record it all, and we'll definitely make a boots on the ground video and have to upload it. Okay, what else? We talked about Hint of Riches. We showed you the Bitcoin wallet on treasure.quest and how it does fluctuate, about $91 in there. I wonder how high that'll go. Let's say Justin's treasure isn't found for 5 years. I mean, are we talking 10,000? Are we talking 100,000 in that Bitcoin wallet? I really have no idea.
$1 million.
Pretty much. Justin and Cynthia are still up in Washington, or you don't know?
Yeah, why? What do you
No,
mean?
I'm just saying they're up there in Washington. So
Yeah.
I doubt they're doing a searcher meetup, but they did a Golden Greed meetup. And we weren't invited, everybody. But that's okay. Because now they can invite us, but not all the other YouTubers. So I get it. They had to be fair, right?
Oh, but remember, Justin said we were critical, or Jared said we were critical to be in Netflix. They couldn't do it without us. And then they just put a couple little snarky things that I said and made Mike look cool. And yeah.
Okay. Don't be a player hater.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? And again, we apologize we jumped the gun. Oh, I wanted to talk about this for a minute, K-Pro. You can relate. We can all relate as treasure hunters. Sometimes we jump the gun and we get so wrapped up that our solution is correct or our theory or our hint. When this guy said he broke the code, I could just see Justin doing something like that. Thought it was right, went live. So all these people that say they have the checkpoint figured out, just don't be, it's not the end of the world if you go boots on the ground and you're wrong. That's all I'm trying to say. We've all been there. We all think we're right until we're not. So keep an open
Stormworm, you haven't been around a while. Let me tell you, we do occasional Zooms. We just did one last weekend where we were in for 2 hours. We uploaded it after, but we kind of do a brainstorming session of what the 10 clues were. We did one a few months back on the word search for JCBs. That one has thousands of views because some people really dropped some good stuff. It's pretty awesome. But here is what I'm going to tell Mike live, and we're just doing it, and I don't know what his reaction is going to be. So we just recently interviewed with Chaz and the management. I don't know what their channel name is.
Oh, that's breaking news. Yeah, their podcast.
So you're going
hopefully not.
They're going to drop it tomorrow. But I started getting a bunch of questions, and we have probably at least 2,000 new people because it took us forever to get to 7,000, and then we just jumped to over 8,000. So we are going to do an Ask Me Anything, and it'll be on Thursday night. I'm going to have Mike right now put a sub channel, talk Ask K-Pro and Cow Anything, and you can put questions together. Like, do you know how many people don't know that we're married? Like, why would you put up with me if I wasn't married to you?
That's a good question, isn't it? Or I could answer with this. So this is on Discord.
I didn't hear anything, so that's probably a good thing.
Oh shit! Yeah, I did do it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I did. It's probably better. You're gonna get in trouble, honey.
Google. So you're saying on Discord, we're gonna do an AMA? Is that what you said?
No, we're gonna put up the questions of an AMA, and you can put them in the comment section here. So, but here's the thing: we can't just ask questions back and forth. We need a moderator. We need someone to ask, and any question is fair game. Where are we searching? What do we like for dinner? I don't care. You can ask anything you want. I've had a list of questions sent to me, and I'm sick of telling people, yes, we're married. How long have we been married? Someone just asked us. Do we actually problem solve together and treasure hunt together? When's the last time we have won a treasure hunt? Do we provide treasure hunts, even outside of treasure hunts?
And this is going to be on Discord, or are we doing a YouTube live for this?
YouTube live Thursday night.
Well, this is what I meant to say.
I didn't get married so you could just order me around.
Wow. So this Thursday, we're doing this AMA?
We are. Wow. Now, here's the question I have. Who do you trust? We're going to keep it light, keep it fun, but they'll ask the hard-hitting questions, and you get to ask anything you want. We can tell you're married. Yeah. Lately, I've been pretty grumpy. So who would be a good moderator, Mike?
There's only one person it can be. Copper Dan. No? Maybe somebody impartial. Maybe you need somebody impartial.
Oh my God. Why did you say Copper Dan?
I don't know. That's the first person that came to my mind. Oh, you're thinking of a female, aren't you?
I was thinking Hooli.
Yeah, I knew it would be a female. Somehow
but you know what?
It would be a female.
No, but you know what I was also thinking? John Miller says that would actually be interesting. John Miller says he wants to. Oh, Justin, we could ask Justin. But you know what I was thinking is why not a new person that literally has been asking the questions, like Emma and Jam? They could come on because they could ask the questions that other people, my one feeling is hurt. No, I was thinking, yeah, why didn't you think of Hooli first, Mike? Why do you hate him?
She is the mod. She is the wench with the wrench. Was that a new nickname? That's a good nickname. She has been around a long time, being our moderator, which she does for absolutely free. So thank you for all the time. So yeah, if you want to do it, Hooli, yeah, that'll work.
Oh,
So
Debbie said Cynthia. I would be so worried. She knows so many things. She would make it so
that
uncomfortable.
would be funny.
Okay.
No,
So
somebody needs, you need to do an AMA with you and Cynthia where somebody asks questions. That's what needs to. Hey, I know you won't do it. Exactly. So anyway, you work that out with K-Pro. So that's going to be Thursday's show, huh? All right. Should be interesting.
Yeah. And Mike, you have to answer anything.
Okay. Well, I'll answer anything. It doesn't have to be truthful, but I'll answer. Well, I mean, what are they going to ask? Personal questions? What are we talking about?
Yes. Personal questions.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll smack you in the mouth. I'm Neil Diamond.
All right. Well, I'm open for it. We'll try it. We'll have to see. All right. All I do is ask you people questions. That's what Cake said. All right.
Yeah. No, but it'll get you up to date on what treasure hunting is. How did Cowlazars' name become Cowlazars? Listen to the show tomorrow night and you'll know. How did K-Pro become K-Pro? You guys, you probably don't know that. We're married. We have 4 kids. One just went on a treasure hunt and actually found the spot.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that could be fun. If people are interested, I mean, I guess. We are in Netflix, I guess, a little bit. So, yeah, all right. That'll be fun. So K-Pro thinks they portrayed her negatively in Netflix. Is that how you feel, K-Pro?
Well, I had a family member just call me and said, you kind of looked, he goes, you kind of look like a dick, like you were going after Justin, but you were doing that with that, or Jack. He's like, but you were doing it with Cynthia and Justin. I said, yeah, they needed kind of and he's like, it wasn't horrible because it was just one clip. He goes, you know who looked like a real pompous beep, beep, beep. I won't say who, but I said, yeah, but that's kind of his personality. And no, I'm not talking about Justin. So he just kind of wanted to get up to date. He hadn't been around in the treasure hunting stuff for a while. And actually, somebody else called him because they saw me and told him about it. He didn't know that. Anyway, it was really funny that he's like, yeah, they kind of portrayed it. And I'm like, yeah, just like I said, did it look like Justin actually found the stick in the spot? And he goes, yeah, but wasn't it that other guy? He called him the redhead, that redheaded guy. I'm like, yeah, that's Rudy. And he's like, damn. He's like, did they ever get it right? And I said, well, news today is all fake news. So anyway, there you have it. So no, like, does it make me look like people are going to go, ooh, Carol Baskin? No, but did they misportray? I wish they just would have put the whole sentence in because I was defending Forrest. My friend Forrest was the end of that sentence. Well, so it's kind of a dick move, but you know what? They're in the industry. They're a bunch of dicks. So
all of it was edited out of context. When Cynthia said WTF at the end, that wasn't regarding Justin's treasure hunt, right?
When she was laughing, she was not laughing about dead people, and they made it seem like that. So yeah, they're just, they're not truthful, and that's their industry though.
Vision Quest, I always play a wizard when I play Dungeons and Dragons or EverQuest 2, which I spent many hours on back in the day. Never got into WoW though. Never played WoW, World of Warcraft. Okay. So what else, K-Pro? Is that it?
Wait, let me look. I only have a few notes. I don't do PowerPoints anymore. Let's see. Han
you guys
Solo,
did that. Don't blame me.
The differences in the book. Yeah, there's differences.
Now I'm going to have to go through and find the differences.
Fake books, code, checkpoints. Why is Justin and Cynthia together drinking and getting drunk? Lou, Truck, Thor, AMA, and then Chaz and management. There you go.
Yeah, so that podcast, Chaz and the management will be tomorrow?
He says he drops every Tuesday. Yeah. It's not live. And it's not, there's no video. It's just you're going to hear us. So
Chaz and the management, send me the link and I will show it on Thursday's show. I'll put the link in the chat so that, everybody can check it out. Okay, so that'll be Thursday's show. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe because we always go live. We always go live when there's fake news or real news. At least you know. So yesterday happened to be fake news. But is it red shirt night? Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? Huh, K-Bro? It's actually green shirt night. But look what happens. Green shirt. Hey. So the red shirts are clues. Okay. And what else? I guess that's it. What I would like to focus on, or at least have a discussion about, and maybe we could get people's opinion and do a show, is in that acknowledgement page when he says treasure is found in the least, whatever places, sometimes in between the lines of the acknowledgements page. What does that mean? Like, is there something there we're supposed to find? It's just such an odd saying. What do people think it means? So maybe we could either do phone lines or have people on the show Monday of next
Well,
week.
we can have people call in as well on Thursday. I'm going to find a moderator.
Ask us questions. Yeah, that could be fun. All right. Thanks, everybody. I think that's it. That's almost an hour. It's time for dinner.
Do you see what Holy asked?
Did anyone notice the threads in Justin's book too? The threads. I don't know what you mean by threads, Hooli. You got a page number? Yeah, I don't know. So apparently not, because I don't know what you mean by threads. Yeah, Edward says threads. What are you talking about? Why is this doing this? Oh, there we go. That looks a little better. Okay, thanks, everybody. We're going to wrap it up, and we'll see everybody Thursday. So if people will be in speaking.
And I might be able to get that book away from Mike. Maybe there'll be a giveaway or a contest related to this. I'll let everyone know, because I'm going to steal a book and make it disappear. Magic.
Well,
much like Python.
If we do a contest, I think you should give people the choice of hardback or ebook, and then we'll order it off the website and ship it to them. Okay, everybody, we'll talk about it. It's up to K-Pro. Isn't that right, K-Pro?
What's for dinner? I made meatballs, but they go into a sandwich, and they like to put cheese over the top of it, and it's really messy and really, I don't do the whole sandwich part. I just, but that is what is for dinner.
Otherwise known as a meatball sandwich. It's good though. She makes good sauce. Yeah, well, you gave me. All right, everybody.
Once Mike says no, we throw it out. It doesn't matter.
We will see you next time. Thanks for the super chats. Keep on reading the book. Keep on coming up with discussion. Let's figure out where the starting location is, everybody. Say bye, K-Pro.
Goodbye, dear sir.